And all week long, you get a chance to play in your division and see what you can do. But when it comes Saturday night, it's time to go interleague. And the York Area League going up against the Mid-Penn tonight as we bring you boys interleague basketball here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3. Tonight, the Dallastown Wildcats out of Division I of the York Area Interscholastic Athletic Association with a record of 4-3 enters the nest of the Lower Dauphin Falcons from the Keystone Division of the Mid-Penn Conference, sporting a record of 5-1. And tonight's broadcast is made possible by our key sponsor, the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency, and a special community group of sponsors, Hoffman Ford, Giant Foods, Jack G. and Balvo Family of Dealerships, OSS Health, Advanced Hoops, Commonwealth Charter Academy, and Integrity First Homeowners. Good evening. I'm Gary Sutton. Alongside of me tonight, the coach, Jeff Thompson, who's here this evening. And Jeff, when we talk about these two teams tonight, they're both coming off tough losses here in their league. But tonight, you get to go out and represent your league in this interleague matchup at Lower Dauphin. I'm excited about this one. How about you?
It should be a good one. And sometimes when you've had those tough losses, playing a Saturday night out of league, it could relax the players, and maybe they'll have a great performance tonight.
Great way to look at it, and a chance to maybe correct some things you did. For Dallastown, a tough one last night. You saw it here on High School Sports Live TV as they lost to Red Lion 48-27. And on the other side, a Mechanicsburg loss that Lower Dauphin maybe didn't expect. They're at 5-1 right now. They're looking to correct some things. And when you start with Dallastown, first of all, you start with our Commonwealth Charter Academy player to watch. He's the same guy we were looking at last night, Michael Dixon. He had 17 last night. He's averaging 21 points a game, Jeff. But his 17 last night was a tough 17. He's looking to try to get the rest of his team going here tonight. Talk a little bit about Michael Dixon.
Well, he worked really hard last night to get those points, but for Michael to be successful, he needs to be in the open court because he's a finisher. He wants to be shooting about 7, 8, 9 layups to make this like a really competitive game. He's got some help with Jaden Green, who can score inside, but this, make no mistake about it, this is the Michael Dixon show.
The OSS Health player to watch tonight on the other side for Lower Dauphin for the Falcons. He is Caleb Gibbs, and he's part of a very balanced lineup. He's averaging 14.3 points a game at 6'7". This guy can really get it done inside. And as we saw last night, the inside size bothered Dallastown a little bit that Red Lion had. Maybe the same will show up again tonight. Talk about Caleb Gibbs.
Well, Caleb Gibbs is not your typical down-low post players like Tyree Morris from Mechanicsburg. Caleb can face up to the basket. He'll go to the hole, spin dribble, and finish high. He can shoot from the outside, but don't go to sleep on Tyson Hofson, who's a great point guard with great size and probably their best three-point shooter, although Josh Gardner has also scored a lot from the outside too, so don't go to sleep on him either.
Talking about a couple coaches here tonight that have been getting it done for a little while. Rick Ativo, pretty good pedigree there out of Steel High as a player in his 6th year, 78-53 for Lower Dauphin. On the other side, you've got Mike Grassel, who's in his 9th year at Dallastown, and he's having a good run, 105-87. He's been solid over all those years, but they're looking to try to get back to district series. They haven't been there in 2 years. Last night was a tough one for them, and they're looking to come back in tonight. We'll take a look at our starting lineups here this evening as well. And the starting lineups, we've got a lot of good players out there on the floor tonight. Good balance from Lower Dauphin. But when you take a look at the starters, first of all, for Dallastown, you got Nate Ward, who's averaging 2.2 points a game. Michael Dixon, as we said, 21 points a game. You got Kurt Dahlmeyer in at 5.5 a game. Jaden Green, we're going to look for more from him tonight at 13.2 points a game. And then you got DJ Smith, who's a point guard. He's a sophomore, 6.2 points a game for him. And we're going to look for him to try to finish a little bit more tonight, aren't we, Jeff?
Well, he's an exciting player. He's very, very quick to the basket, and if he gets it going, that could be a great third wheel for them.
On the other side, you got Josh Gardner starting tonight. He's getting 4.8 points a game. You've got Caleb Gibbs. We talked about him, 14.3. He's leading the team in scoring. Braden Landis at 5.2 a game. Colton Waters at 5.2 per game. And also Tyson Hofstad. He really makes them go at 13 points a game here tonight. So good balanced lineup. And the interesting thing, Dallastown's tallest player is 6'3". You look at this team in the lineup starting for Lower Dauphin tonight, 5'10", 6'7", 6'2", 6'5", and 6'4". So the height is certainly going to be a factor tonight. We're going to be watching in the lane an awful lot this evening here, Jeff Thompson.
Well, in the lane is, and Caleb Gibbs, it's really his show tonight. If he can produce in the lane, it's going to be a tough night for Dallastown.
Let's talk a little bit about the keys to the game here this evening. We'll put those up on the screen for you, and I'll let you kind of take us through those because I think they're really important, Jeff, as to what they are on paper. Let's talk a little bit about, first of all, for Dallastown tonight. What are the keys to the game from your perspective?
Well, last night, as you mentioned and talked about all last night, they tried to play some matchup zones, and that was successful for about a half. I'm not sure they can do that against Lower Dauphin, and it might just give Lower Dauphin a taste of success from the perimeter. They might be able to find their outside shot. If their defense can hold Lower Dauphin and Michael Dixon can get in the open court, they could have a lot of success if Jaden Green is some help too.
Yeah, Jaden Green got called for a lot of walks last night. I thought, and again, if Lower Dauphin watched High School Sports Live TV last night, which I'm sure they did, because I think they had that last night off, they had a chance to watch that matchup zone. And what happened was Red Lion managed to find the foul line area eventually and destroy it by getting the foul line and then down to the baseline and really started to beat that thing. They were confused by it in the first half. The other thing that you had to look at last night, if you're Dallastown, you need more than this tonight. They had 0 in the three-point line. So did Red Lion, but Red Lion also had Devontae Dennis, who was managing to score inside at will. So you got to get some better outside scoring tonight. Otherwise, whatever kind of defense Lower Dauphin is playing is going to screw in tighter and tighter and tighter to that lane, aren't they, Jeff?
They sure are. Lower Dauphin has some perimeter snipers. They only play 6 people. Their 6th man, Charlie Fortney, can shoot the ball, and so can Josh Gardner. But they haven't this year the way they did last year, and that's what their coach, Ativo, is really looking for. He's looking for a breakout game where they really shoot the ball well.
Yeah, Charlie Fortney comes off the bench. He's only a sophomore, but he's a guy at 6 out of 13 from the three-point line this year, so he's a guy that can really make you respected. The problem this year for Lower Dauphin so far has been that they did not shoot the ball like they did last year. For example, last year from the three-point line, they shot it at 42%. I mean, that's unheard of. This year, they're at 30% and not knocking it down near as much. And I know one of the things that they normally do, as well as Dallastown, they move the ball with the pass side to side and break defenses down and then get just enough penetration that you can open up for that three to be taken in rhythm. That's something we're going to be watching a lot tonight too, Jeff.
Well, I think one of the things, and Gary, you said that very well, but I think one of the things that's happening this year, it's a different year. The kids got a slow start. They didn't play for a while. The rhythm takes a while to get going, and I think that we're not in mid-season form, but this might be a breakout game for Lower Dauphin, and that's what Coach Ativo is really looking for.
Yeah, we're waiting for that Gloria Estefan song to come around. The rhythm is going to get you, right? And they're waiting for that rhythm to happen and knock down some of those threes. And again, you got to get touches to your post people as well. Inside, outside basketball really helps to set that up. So for Dallastown tonight, you got to shoot the ball better. You got to get a few more players to go along with Dixon and make sure you take some of the heat off him. They also have to get, I think, a little more out of DJ Smith tonight in terms of finalizing when he goes to the basket. And also, on the other side, you got Lower Dauphin. They want to shoot the ball a little bit better tonight. They've been shooting it so far this season. They want to make sure they use their size inside, high, and low. And they want to win the rebounding game inside as well. Dallastown's got to make sure they box out what they had a tough time with last night. It is going to be an interesting couple of puzzles that these two teams try to solve tonight on a Saturday night as two leagues collide. It's the Mid-Penn, the York Area League. It's Lower Dauphin, it's Dallastown. Next, this is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
They didn't wait for someone else to change the world, and we're not waiting for the world to change education. CCA, pioneers in online education since 2003. Enroll today.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Hoffman Ford wants to trade keys with you. That's right. Give us the keys to your current vehicle, and we'll get you into a brand new Ford with great offers, like up to $13,500 off MSRP on a new Ford F-150 XLT 4x4, or 1.9% financing up to 60 months, plus $9,000 off MSRP. And get top dollar for all trades, no matter what it is. Let's trade keys at Hoffman Ford.
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
I would say life does get expensive. We manage it well, but just with activities, it all adds up.
But Giant makes our life so much easier. I don't mind paying for quality, but I feel like at Giant, I'm getting quality, and when I look at that bill, I feel like, okay, you know what? I think that's great.
Yeah.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 4 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stadler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Genesis of York, and Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover. The Giambavo family dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale. Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 4 great locations. Online at Giambavo.com.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Erie Insurance.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Duke McCamey, our post-training expert.
One of the key moves I teach young players is the drop step. It's important to establish position first with both feet in the neutral position. Allowing players to choose either pivot foot, depending on the defense's position. Once you secure the ball, using a power dribble, drop step toward the basket with 2 hands to seal the defender. This will help a young player finish with great balance. The drop step is just one move a young player will learn in my post class.
Welcome back to Lower Dauphin High School in Hummelstown, Pennsylvania. And your starters again tonight, first of all, for Dallastown. You're looking at Nate Ward, who's 6'4". He's a forward for them, averaging 2.2 points a game. Michael Dixon, we talked about him, a 6-foot guard, a senior, averaging 21 points a game. Kurt Dahlmeyer, a senior, 5'11" forward, averaging 5.5 a game. Jadon Green, 13.2 points a game. He wears number 15. He's 6'3". He's a senior. And then finally, DJ Smith, a sophomore, averaging 6.2 points a game. He's the point guard. You'll watch him tonight. On the other side, for Lower Dauphin, you got Josh Gardner wearing number 0 tonight. He is a senior guard. Also, you got Caleb Gibbs, a guard-forward combo guy here, Jeff. He is 14.3 points a game, wearing number 3 tonight. He is 6'7". And then you move down the list, Braden Landis, who is a guard, wearing number 13, 6'2". He's a junior. Colton Waters will be starting tonight, 5.2 points a game. He wears number 21. He is a forward, and he is a junior at 6'5". And finally, Tyson Hofsass, who is a guard, makes them go. He's 6'4", a senior. He'll be wearing number 31 tonight. He's averaging 13 points a game. That's your starting lineup this evening. And one last thought here, Jeff Thompson. One key for each team to get ready to put this one underway.
Well, for Dallastown, can they make this a transition game? For Lower Dauphin, will Tyson Hofsass run the show, hit the shots, make the passes, and control the game?
Yeah, who's going to get the balance tonight? Dallastown needs more balance in their scoring. And again, Lower Dauphin, who I know Coaches Rick has been talking about, not shooting the way they want to. Will they get back into the smooth shooting that they were used to last year? Tonight, we'll find out as Hofsass and Green getting ready to jump it up right here. And we are just about ready to get this one underway. All from Hummelstown tonight and all here on High School Sports Live TV. And the tap is up, and it's going to be controlled by the homestanding Falcons. So here they go. Dallastown out right away in that looks like their matchup zone again. And then you're going to look in the corner, and that's the kind of start you want right out of the corner for Lower Dauphin.
And Tyson Hofsass felt real comfortable on that 3. What a way to start the game and give you confidence.
So there you go, 3 right out of the gate for Hofsass. And inbounds it comes, man-to-man defense on the other end by the Falcons. Nice little set piece here. Let's see what Mike Grassel has tonight after watching his team struggle last night offensively. And there you see Dixon with the first shot. And there you see that matchup zone. And again, it's, you know, you're playing people in an area. Everybody's got to point to a guy in his area. Talk a little bit about that, Jeff, on matchups.
Well, first of all, it is a matchup zone. It's hard to do that against experienced players because they'll figure it out.
And like that, you just find a guy right in the middle, and you find the soft area of that, and in goes Compton Waters, and he's got a bucket here. He's got two.
Colton was listening to your scouting report, Gary.
Yep, they found that soft area right in the middle of that thing, and that's what the Red Lion exploited, especially in the second half last night. There's Dixon downtown, and Dixon with the first 3 in 2 nights for Dallastown.
He's comfortable from that range, but he likes to get to the basket.
Up and in again down the lane for the Falcons. And this time it's number 31 doing the job, sliding through. It's 21 and 31 doing it all so far. Hofsass now with his first deuce of the game, and he's going to go to the line to try to make 3 the hard way.
He plays under such great control.
Well, he does it here, and he makes the free throw as well, so he converts it. So 6 points already for Hofsass in this game, and as you said at the top, if he can get underway right away, it's a tough night for Dallastown. Another look downtown, not going to go, and that was the bane last night. They were not able to hit any threes. Tonight they have 1 already here in the early going. Good pull up by Lower Dauphin, and the pull up is going to come off the hands of Josh Gardner. And a very quick timeout here for Mike Grassel and Dallastown. 10-3, Lower Dauphin has come streaking out of the gate. All here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
Produce is a staple here in our house. Across the board, everybody loves it.
They enjoy cucumbers, bell peppers,
strawberries and blueberries. And at Giant, the quality and variety is amazing.
Yeah, it's always fresh.
The kids will go for the fresh stuff every single time because they appreciate nature and what she provides.
And right away, 3 guys scoring already in just the opening couple of minutes. Jeff Thompson, Lower Dauphin, jumping out of the gate fast here on a Saturday night.
Well, that first opening 3 by Tyson Hofsass kind of set the stage.
So for Dallastown right now, you've got to find a way to get some touches, maybe to Jadon Green inside, try to open things up for Dixon. A good running little one-hander there for Dallastown. Will not go off the hands of Dahlmeyer. And I don't remember Dahlmeyer even taking a shot last night, so I know what Coach Mike Grassel's trying to do right now is get more people involved in his offense this season. They're going to get a walk call on Hofsass, so the ball's going to go back over to the Wildcats.
That was actually, I think, Gibbs who was on that walk from the right-hand side. That's what he tries to do. He tries to go fake right, go left, and get to the basket.
So watch those happy feet, though. So Caleb Gibbs with the walk that time, correct? Here's Dallastown. You see a lot of weak side screening here for Dallastown, trying to open guys up for maybe drives or a quick shot off the top. Good man-to-man defense here by the Falcons. Here's Jadon Green with the same problem he had last night. It's almost like he's tentative. He can't quite stop, but he got called for a travel again right there.
Happy feet at both ends.
You don't want your forwards to have to turn into guards very often, do you?
Well, and look at this right now, what Dallastown's coming out at. A little half-court pressure.
Yep, showing a little bit of trying to change it up. Inside it goes, though, and that's what happens. You let that backside wide open, and there's Caleb Gibbs answering the bell.
And when beautiful pass by Tyson Hofsass to Caleb.
When you're going to trap, you can't trap inside out. You got to trap outside in and rotate down, and they didn't rotate back that time. So 12-3 here. Lower Dauphin up by 9. Big possession here early in this game for Dallastown. There's Dixon. Good hard move along the baseline. Dixon can't get it to go, and it's going to be rebounded again by Lower Dauphin. Gibbs kicks it out there to the corner. You got a nice open 3 again. This one will not go either for the Falcons. That'll be pulled down by Dahlmeyer.
They're getting good shots right now, though.
There's another three, and again, the missed three. And see, you almost need to get a couple touches there, don't you, Jeff? When you're not scoring it too well, you want to kind of settle the offense down. Don't take the quick three because you're going to get called for a foul. You're going to have the first pass out in a fast break on that long rebound.
Well, it actually gives an advantage to the other team because they're not playing well and they're speeding the game up. So it's creating better rhythm for Lower Dauphin.
Yep, I think you're exactly right. Dallastown's got to get into the rhythm. They're comfortable with him. Right now they're playing at a different rhythm. There's a good pass to the baseline, pretty good shot. But again, miscue. Gibbs will inbound it now for Lower Dauphin. 4:03 to go here in the first quarter on a Saturday night. The Mid-Penn and the York Area League matching up. Always fun to see these two leagues kind of test their mettle against each other. Gary Sutton, the coach Jeff Thompson with us tonight.
Well, Dallastown's got to chase some more points down than they did last night, don't they, Gary?
Oh, 27 points won't win you a lot of games. And you got to shake off the disappointment of a game like that. We all going to have those every now and then. There's that inside-out kind of look, and you get the good look for the quarter. Will not go, but there's a foul called underneath. And I think they're going to get Ryan Snyder's in the game there for Dallastown for the foul.
He's a senior, a 6'4" senior listed in the program.
His first foul of the night. Team third for Dallastown, none so far for the Falcons. And there you get another turnover. They had a set piece there for Lower Dauphin.
I'm not sure what the call was. I don't think he came in bounds before he received the ball.
I think he was pointing at the line was the official, so there you go. Now here's DJ Smith, the sophomore. And there you get to look at the top of the key. Again, it's going to be a miss, and there you go, off and running again off that long miss. Kick downtown, and there's what happens to you. Points off the turnover right there, as it's Charlie Fortney just in the game, hitting the three.
Got a nice pass and stuck it.
Fortney was all ready to shoot that man. His hands were up and legs were into the shot right away. Good move by Fortney. The foul is going to be called out front. Will be against Lower Dauphin.
Coach Ativo really made a line change in the last minute.
It kind of looked like a hockey game there from the guys that are coming in and putting the whole new group in. So far, Lower Dauphin has taken away the middle. There's nothing available in the middle thus far. There's DJ Smith. And he does a lot of penetrating, but he stops. He's not able to finish right now. He's a left-hander in there, rattles one out. Will not go. And off they come again. You know what Lower Dauphin's doing so far, Jeff, is they're just, off these missed threes, they're just pushing the ball down the floor and forcing Dallastown to be running backward a lot tonight.
Yeah, it almost seems like Lower Dauphin has the best of the transition game right now.
So set piece coming up here as Rick Ativo waves out, looks like number 4. Good kick away here and up and in, and a nice job on defense, but not going to go. Again, boy, when it's cold, it's cold. There's another look from far corner. Not going to go off the hands of Colton Waters. They get it back, another look. That one will go, and downtown it comes. And this one again coming from Josh Gardner. His first 3 of the night, he's got 5 points. 18-3, Lower Dauphin blowing it up out of the gate.
It looks like they're doing exactly what Coach Ativo was hoping.
They're running all kinds of good set stuff. They're getting points and good shots and rhythm out of their offense. Down the lane, a nice move by Dixon. Getting the ball, checks in with his 5th point of the night, and 5 points now for Dallastown, so 18-5. Down the lane it goes, and you're going to get a charge called here.
That was
the charge is going to go up against Josh Gardner. You know, Dick Harder, who coached Penn State for a lot of years, said, you know, when you get inside the foul line, he said, if you want to fly, join the Air Force. You want to play defense, you want to play offense, stay down. And right there's a great example. Every time you leave your feet inside that foul line, you're going to get called for a charge. I don't care, 9 times out of 10, Jeff. You know that.
Yeah, and Egan Granholm was right there, and he said, I could take a charge. I might not be scoring, but I could take a charge.
Exactly right. And Josh Gardner, the guy, gets called for the charge. His first foul of the night, 2nd team foul against Lower Dauphin. T.J. Smith getting shut off regularly, and I think it's really taken away some of his offensive effectiveness right now.
He's trying to go to the basket, isn't he?
But so far, he's just become a distributor. I think he needs to keep them honest. You see, everything's at their kick. And it's tough because, you know, Lower Dauphin has really jammed the middle. They're not allowing any kind of penetration and finalization, if you will.
And
1:14 to go. I'm sorry, Jeff, go ahead.
You think Dallastown would be used to those blue lines, but they seem to be stepping on them.
Well, right now, it's tough to really get anything going. And again, when you're not hitting the three, the penetrate and kick, you know, it's not really working that well. So you got to find other ways to try to score here. We'll see how that develops throughout the evening. Mike Grasso, an outstanding coach over at Dallastown, has been there for 9 years and solid programs every year. Courtney with the basketball here. And throws kind of a tough pass to handle, and not going to be able to handle his Colton Waters. But it's going to be tipped, it looks like, by Dallastown. Will stay with Lower Dauphin.
And Zach Bixler has checked into the game. Coach Ativa is going deep into his bench in the very first quarter.
Here's a 1-4. This normally means Gibbs is going to get the ball in the lob, right? You'd like to isolate right here. Get your 6'7" guy the ball. Good job of defense there on keeping it away from the lob. 51 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Dallastown expecting out now more of a man-to-man look.
Nice crossover by Fortney.
Here we go. Trying to look for something inside here. A lot of side to side. And there you get the look for the corner, not going to go, and T.J. Smith is going to pull down the rebound. So Fortney is going to go to the line, and I think Fortney's going to be there for 3 of them. Let's take a look again. Ball goes to the corner, Fortney lets it go, and after the shot, there's the foul, and you're going to go to the line for 3. So Fortney at the line now. Fortney on the season, only 37.5%, hasn't shot that many from the line so far. It doesn't look like a 37% shooter right there, does it?
No, I think this could double his percentage. This trip to the line may easily double his percentage for the season.
So Fortney lifts him up to 19-5, 24.5 seconds to go here in the quarter. And we'll miss there. 1 out of 3 on that trip, but 19-5, 19 seconds to go here. And here's Michael Dixon with the basketball, looking to make something happen here.
They're hoping something positive can happen on this last possession.
We're down to 8 seconds now. So important here to get the good shot up, and you're going to get a foul called down the lane as Jaden Green down on the floor. Looked like he rolled an ankle for a second, make that rather Michael Dixon down on the floor. So Dixon will have a chance to get the ball again here. 4.4 seconds to go, and Dallastown will trigger the inbounds pass underneath their own basket.
He made that move to the hole and took a look at the clock at halfway through his move to the basket.
Wow. Let's see what Dallastown has for the inbounds plays. They set up in a box right here. Here's your shot. You got exactly what you want. You got your inbounder with a shot. Dixon, not going to go, and that's going to end the first quarter 19-5. Lower Dauphin leads it. This is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27. Back right after this.
At OSS Health, we offer orthopedic care you can trust. Award-winning for quality and safety, OSS Health will get you back to reaching. Swinging, rocking, and trailblazing. Keep following your passions. We'll help.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor, featuring Case Construction, paves the way for your project from start to finish. With 6 locations, Groff Tractor is always nearby your equipment needs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Erie Insurance.
And welcome back. We start the second quarter, and the same way we started the game right here with a three out of the far corner. And again, Josh Gardner with that three. Gardner already with 7 points in the game. Gary Sutton, Jeff Thompson with you here. This is High School Sports Live TV, and I'll tell you what, Lower Dauphin looking very smooth so far, Jeff.
Good man-to-man defense, kind of frustrating Dallastown.
Here's Dallastown again, and the three-pointer has been the bane of their existence the last two nights. All 5 points in the first quarter again.
That was a beautiful pass. Who threw that pass? I believe it was Josh Gardner.
And Caleb Gibbs is the recipient. He has 4 points in the game now. So very quickly again inside and beating them down the floor in transition. Those threes, you might as well make a pass out on a fast break.
Well, right now, Lower Dauphin is in a comfort zone. They're on cruise control.
They're looking like, you know, they've almost cured some of their shooting woes. You know, Rick Ativo was talking about how they're only shooting 30% from the three-point line.
Just what the doctor ordered.
And Dallastown just struggling right now to try to find that same kind of rhythm. We know they're a good team, but you got to get people other than Dixon involved. He has all their points thus far. And DJ Smith is going to have to look to shoot the ball a little bit. He's just looking strictly to pass. He's going to have to keep him honest. He's averaging 6.2 points a game for him. There's Dixon again downtown, and Dixon getting a good look again. And so Dixon with all 8 points as he hits his second three of the night.
They're going to need an awful big dose of Dixon, aren't they?
A lot of dose of Dixon and maybe a little something to go with it as well. And there you get another charge and a good job of standing in there that time for Dallastown. It was number 3 in there, Egan Granholm again. The second charge he's taken tonight so far, Jeff.
What a tough kid.
You love it. They hand out the shirt to that guy is willing to put his back on the wood for you. I just think, you know, watching DJ looks like a guy who can make some things happen, but right now he's distributing a lot. Granholm trying to move down the lane inside the trees, and there again, missing, and on the other end, Lower Dauphin makes him pay for it, and then quickly to the other end, they're trying to answer. And you saw Gibbs getting back down there, and Gibbs is going to get the points. 24-8 here so far. Gibbs is one of those guys, you know, I watched him on the JV team a couple years ago. We were doing a game over at Lower Dauphin, and I was watching the JV games. And one of the things I liked about Gibbs when I first saw him as, I think, a freshman, is just he's very, very economical in what he does. There's no flash. It's just good economical stuff and good solid basketball.
I've always felt that he was a very good rebounder, especially on the offensive end.
Charlie Fortney making a move into the lane. Will draw the foul.
Right now, it appears that the only weakness Lower Dauphin has is against a good big man. They're very solid.
Pass, baseline, again, smooth stroke, and knocking it down is Tyson Hofsass. And Hofsass now, with 2 on that one, has 8 points in the first half. Inside it goes. Nice jump, nice fake. Getting it down for Dallastown. That time will be Nate Ward, his first deuce of the night.
He looked good with that mid-range jumper there.
Love the ball fake, though. Get that defensive man up in the air and then finish it off. Hofsass again. Oh, man. Just a little handoff by Fortney to Hofsass in the 3, and Hofsass is smoking it right now with 11 points.
Someone get a heat check on Tyson. He is in fire.
There's where I think, you know, DJ's got to finish in there. He's trying to get it done, and maybe had a pretty good shot there, but the way they've been shooting from the outside, not so good. 1 out of 6 so far from the three-point line for Dallastown. 3 of 5. Make that 4 of 6 now for Lower Dauphin. And they're getting it done thus far. And they're out-rebounding Dallastown in the game 8-1. Turnovers. Yeah.
That was a nice creation by DJ Smith that time.
Yeah, it was. He did a good job of that, and that's what I'm saying. He tried to finalize that time, and that's what I think you need to maybe see a little bit more from him as he goes through the point of the game. Again, he's learning. He's a sophomore, and a lot of the practices that you normally have by this time of the season are now being replaced by games. So DJ with a pretty good stroke, not able to get it down there.
Trial by fire tonight.
And inside it goes again, and the height, just the size of a guy like Gibbs finishing off again in the lane, and Gibbs is in the move right now.
He's padding his rebounding stats on that one. He missed a fine left-handed move, got the offensive rebound.
Gibbs with 6 points. There's a three-pointer again. Here you are off running. And again, easy 2-on-1 on the other end, and Gibbs again in. The big guy can run the floor, so every time one of those threes misses from long distance, it's forcing them then to get back very quickly. Dallastown, that is, on defense.
And doesn't Gibbs look like a deer running in that court?
Oh, yeah, he's just very smooth. He's one of those guys that's a very smooth player. He's not going to power you, but he's going to be smooth down the court and run the floor. And, you know, when your big guys can run the floor faster than my big guys, you're going to win a lot of basketball games.
Well, I've been impressed early with Gibbs and Hofsass. I think they both could play next year in college somewhere.
Here's DJ, 3 in a row missed so far from the line, but I like his stroke. I like the way he plays. He's got good bounce to his game, so I think there's a lot of really good potential here for him as he moves through the course of this year. See if he gets this next one down. I think he's going to get the next one down.
That's a nice stroke. Good call.
There it is. And the official says, no, someone stepped in the lane. Did they count it?
They counted it.
They did count it. Good. So DJ 1 out of 4 there.
Coach Atiz is saying, where was this shooting against Mechanicsburg?
Dallastown now with a little full-court man-to-man, and now they're playing straight man-to-man. Penetration off the motion offense. You know, one of the interesting things on their motion offense here is they show you a lot of motion away from the ball, but they leave the middle wide open there, Jeff. It allows you to go one-on-one. There you see some of that transition we're talking about tonight with Gibbs finishing off on the other end. And Dallastown's seen way too much of that this evening.
Yeah, you're right, Josh. Gardner took advantage of that motion offense. He just went right to the basket.
There you see Mike Grassel, 9th year at Dallastown. Josh Gardner. It's both of them here. And Gardner now with 9 points in the evening. Make that 10. So he's the first one into double figures here for Lower Dauphin as they have extended the lead now 35-12, 3:45 to go here in the first half. Our Jackie and Balbo halftime report will be coming your way. Looking forward to that. And also an interview with Charlie Fortney and also Eric Brewer from Integrity First Home Buyers. And there's one rattling down. A nice job of getting that good shot again by a young man we've seen checking with 4 points so far tonight, Nate Ward.
Nice to see him step up a little bit.
Look at the motion here by Lower Dauphin, just moving it side to side and then getting whatever they want. And that time, Hofsass a little bit off the front of the iron. Going to be missed. I think it was Fortney coming on the other side. And then back up again it is Gibbs, the ever-present one. And Caleb Gibbs is going to work on the inside. And good job on the other end of coming back down as Dixon checks in again. And Dixon just keeps playing hard. 10 points in the game now for Dixon.
Dallastown has to check out a little bit better, has to box out. That's too many offensive rebounds.
Good move there by Fortney as he showed the ball and then up and under, and nice little shot by Fortney as he's in the book here again.
He's having a nice half, isn't he?
Fortney so far here in the first half, unofficially with 8 points. Shot's going to be thrown up by Dallastown's Michael Dixon. He's a little frustrated there, you can see.
When things go well, often they go really well, and that's what's happening with Lower Dauphin tonight. They're just looking really sharp.
They're getting points out of their offense. I mean, it's smooth. You watch this. Fortney shows it again from the three-point line. He's going to pass that one up. Down the lane. Another look in the corner. Wow. And they're just making it look easy tonight so far as another new uniform into the game, and that's Matt Moscow with his first 3 of the evening, his first points. On the far corner for Dallastown. Coming off the hands of LaVere Powell, 6'2" junior into the game. Used to talk a lot about three-point shooting. Always said, you know, if you're going to miss a three-pointer, miss it long, because it has a better chance of bouncing up in the air, not bouncing out. Down the lane, smooth as ever.
That's Tyson.
And Tyson Hofsass again continues his run. And then you have Dixon with the charge on the other end.
And I thought Lower Dauphin coming into the game could take some charges. I'm not sure who took that one, but it was a nice
looked like
take.
Charlie Fortney stood in there and took the charge that time. We get a chance to see it again. That's what you want. You want guys that are willing to be unselfish for your team and take that charge, and Fortney took it that time. Again, I love the way they're reversing the basketball side to side with the pass, really moving it, keeping that defense moving and opening up holes for either drives or slashes or threes. Fortney pulls up again. Fortney, easy shot, comes off the front of the iron that time. And Dallastown gets it back.
Fortney likes that little mid-range jumper, doesn't he?
He sure does. And Powell again, will not go. DJ Smith, what a great pass by DJ Smith underneath, and he finds Green for his first deuce of the game. But great pass that time by DJ Smith, the sophomore.
Super pass, and I'm nice to see that Jaden got into the scoring column.
Oh, and he led Green to the points that time where Green didn't have to put it down on the floor and create anything. He just was there, and a great job by DJ Smith.
Nice pump there.
Look what Fortney does. You know, a lot of good ball fakes there. And the ball fakes are every bit as good as a pass many times. They move that defensive player and they create space. Going to get a walk ball call here against Lower Dauphin.
Well, I think Lower Dauphin has a good stable of seniors that really know how to play the game.
You got Cody Rosati in there right now, 5'10" junior, and the word is this guy's got a little bit of a nice three look. He can knock it down, so we'll keep an eye on him tonight as well. As we tick down to 30 seconds here to go until half. There's DJ Smith going up, kicks it to the corner. See, that's one there. It just looks to me like DJ could maybe get that little pull-up shot in the lane sometimes. Jeff, what are you seeing?
Well, he's got to have a little bit more confidence in his outside stroke because it's not bad. No. It looks to me like he just wants to get to the basket every time.
And that's when you learn. You know, you're a sophomore, and again, you know, not being too tough here. Dallastown, a nice team. They really are. And, you know, they're like everybody else right now, learning on the run here. Number of practices cut down this season, so now your games become your practice. Fortney again, driving the baseline, and man, is he a jitterbug. Did a great job there.
And it looks like Lower Dauphin's in a feeding frenzy right now. They've got all subs in. Liam Carney just came into the game. This is the future of Lower Dauphin, and they look pretty good.
Ball fake, go baseline. Even if you're a little guy like that at 5'10", you can get it done. And he finishes it off here in the first half. So three-point play the tough way for Fortney. And now 7 seconds to go. Here comes Dallastown. Downtown it goes. Can he get the three? Not yet. Green goes back up with it. It will not go. And that will be the end of the half, and it's all Lower Dauphin, 47-18 over Dallastown here at the half. We'll come back for the Jack G and Balbo halftime report. But first up, a special interview with Charlie Fortney and Eric Brewer from Integrity First Home Buyers coming up at the beginning of the half. All here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
High School Sports Live is really excited that in 2021, we're going to bring high school rivalries right in your living room. Eric Brewer from Integrity First Home Buyers is with me. He's a community guy. He stepped up to help make it possible for parents and community members to see High School Sports Live right in their backyard. Talk about why you're passionate and why you feel like it's a mandate for families in the community to see sports during this time.
As an athlete growing up, some of the fondest memories I had was seeing my parents in the stands, knowing that they were there to support me throughout the week of practice in preparation for games. The biggest moment for me was the opportunity to play in front of my friends and family. As a parent, I've been on the other side now, and I want to be there for my children, specifically for my son. The kids and the student athletes still know that their parents are watching, and then as parents, we can still be there to experience and cheer, our kids and our student athletes on, even if it's through the television, because we can't be there personally.
Well, we appreciate that. We know the viewers at home appreciate you making this possible. Integrity First Home Buyers is not just an overnight operation. You've been around for 15 years. Talk about we can buy your house, the cash, all the features. Talk about those.
Thanks for asking, Charlie. I guess the biggest thing would be when we buy houses, we buy them all cash, as is. We allow people the freedom and flexibility to choose their settlement date, and then there's no fees or commissions. So we've been around for 15 plus years. We are a member, and we do have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau.
Can you define quick settlement a little bit more? Because some people might need the flexibility of having a settlement happen a little later as compared to right away. Define that a little bit.
So quick solutions allow flexibility with settlements is what I like to use when I describe it. Some people want to have the solution of having their house sold, but the settlement for them might be something that they want to schedule maybe a month, 2 months, or 3 months out in advance. So we always say we provide maximum flexibility to our sellers, which means we can make you an offer on your property and we can settle in as little as 7 days or as long as 7 months, whichever works best for you.
I like the cash feature. However, my favorite is as is. I'm a guy that doesn't want to have to redo the roof or paint the house, and as is appeals to me. Talk to everyone about what as is really is.
So let me tell you about as is. As is means you're selling the property in its current condition with no obligation to make any repairs. So a lot of times people will market and agree to sell their property as is, but you got home inspectors and appraisers and all of these people that come in and may require different repairs for the property in order to get it to settlement. When we buy it as is, there are absolutely no repairs. We'll buy it with a leaky roof, a failed furnace, a bad septic, literally anything that would go wrong with the house, we'll buy it just the way it sits.
Well, we really appreciate your support. You go to ericbuysyourhouse.com and you're going to find out more information about how you can take advantage of a successful business that might be able to help your family in a time of need.
Produce is a staple here in our household. And at Giant, the quality and variety is amazing.
Yeah, it's always fresh.
Teach your children well.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 4 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stadler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Genesis of York, and Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover. The Giambavo family dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale. Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 4 great locations. Online at giambavo.com.
They didn't wait for someone else to change the world, and we're not waiting for the world to change education. CCA, pioneers in online education since 2003. Enroll today.
Life does get expensive.
But I feel like at Giant, I'm getting quality. And when I look at that bill, I feel like, you know what? That's great.
Yeah.
Teach your children well.
And welcome back to our Jack Giambavo halftime report. And what a first half it was for Lower Dauphin, 47-18 here at the half. And to say they were operating on all cylinders would be the understatement of the year, Jeff Thompson.
It sure would be. I think Hofsass's 3 to start the game was a harbinger for the whole first half. It just seemed to explode from that point on. Meanwhile, Michael Dixon did have some answers for Dallastown, but Lower Dauphin had too many questions for the amount of answers that Michael could have.
Michael Dixon had 10 at the half last night. He had 10 at the half again tonight, and he got a little bit more help from his friends with 4 from Nate Ward and also 2 from Jadon Green. But, just not enough help from his friends on the other side. You had Josh Gardner with 8 points in the first half. Charlie Fortney off the bench with 9 points officially. Caleb Gibbs with 12 points. Then you get Matt Moscow with a 3. You get Colton Waters with a deuce, and then 13 more points from Tyson Hofsass. Too many weapons coming at you, and all of them scoring pretty much at will and in rhythm. And that's really what it was about tonight here in the first half. Let's take a look at our Integrity First halftime highlights. And, Jeff, take us through these right now because there were a lot of highlights here in the first half for the Falcons.
Well, they ran the break pretty well, and Kayla can score. That's number 0, Josh Gardner, with a pull-up jump shot. And a beautiful pass from Tyson Hofsass to Caleb Gibbs. And Kayla can score on the run.
Inside-outside basketball. And then Charlie Fortney off the bench with 9 points. He was a spark plug coming into the game here. Showed you can do it from the outside, but also in the lane. Then you get another look downtown by Gardner.
And there's a spin move by Michael Dixon from the other end.
10 points the first half. They saw that way too much, and you see the nice stroke by Gardner again out of the corner. Look at the pass by Gardner down the floor to the big guy Gibbs finishing it off, running the floor. And then
He can
Dixon
really
again
run.
from the top of the key.
Gibbs really impressed me with the way he ran the court.
Hofsass is so smooth stepping into that three-point shot. And then you got Nate Ward kind of stepping into the act for the Wildcats here. Another look by Hofsass. Instant replay on what he did earlier.
He's so smooth and he's so intelligent running the ball club.
And you watch Gibbs make the left-handed move, misses it, but gets the stick back. And then there you saw a lot of the missed shots the first half, and this is what happened on the other end for Lower Dauphin. They finished them off. Those long 3 misses are like the outlet on a fast break. There's Ward again, rattling another one home. And then Gibbs, good head and shoulder fake, nice use of the glass, good square of the shoulders, and that led to a 47-18 look here at the half. And now we take a look at our AT&T and Capital Region Insurance Agency stats here at the half, and boy, I'll tell you what, they speak loudly, don't they? Look at that three-point number there, Jeff.
Well, the three-point shooting was very good, and they got great shots in the paint. Gibbs can finish low. They shot their free throws, and they rebounded very well. It was pretty much of a domination, and I think when you're shooting well like that, it makes the game so much easier. And Dallastown just seems to be struggling to score points.
Yeah, 6 out of 9 from three-point line. I mean, anytime you're shooting in 50% from threes, I mean, you're going to win a lot of basketball games. 12 out of 18 from the floor. They were getting much better percentages there as well. Free throws, they're attacking more. They're getting to the glass more. You can see they have 6 free throws, 5 made. You got to make those. And rebounds. They've doubled up Dallastown on the rebounds as well. Turnovers a wash, but 47-18 here at the half. If you're Mike Grassel right now and you're Dallastown, it's been 2 tough nights here so far. What are you saying to your kids here right now? They've given up as many points tonight in the half as they gave up last night. It's a tough time for you, but you still have to be positive, and you got a great group of kids here to work with. What are you saying, Jeff?
You do have a nice group of kids, and he's played a lot of different people today. What he's got to do is say, just relax. Let's go out and have some fun. This game is made to be fun. Let's go out and get to the basket, play good defense. I saw some sparks of them really working hard on defense. Lower Dauphin just shot the ball so well, it was kind of discouraging for Dallastown.
And, you know, for Riccativo on the other side, you mentioned about the shooting. He's been lamenting the fact they've been shooting the ball so poorly this year, 30% from the three-point line compared to 42% last year. Tonight, they're over 50-some% from the three-point line. He's got to be ecstatic in the locker room because his team's getting good shots out of the offense.
They sure are, and he did pull a Joe Paterno because he knows that his kids can shoot, and he knew that it was about to happen, and he bemoaned the fact that they weren't shooting well, but they can shoot the ball.
Well, he had 7 different kids score here in the first half, and so he's got to be happy at the balance that he's seen right now with his offense here tonight as he gets ready for the league season, deeper into the league season right now. 47-18. Very quickly, your Mike Grassel coming back the second half. You start to work at this thing in stages, don't you, Jeff?
Well, you sure do, and little victories. They're looking for little victories, things to work on that will carry over to the next game. Because as you guys said last night, you have to have a real short memory in this game because the next
really
time he's out, it might be completely different.
So we'll see what they have for him in the second half. Is the DJ Smith coming over? I like the way this kid moves. I think he's going to be a really good point guard. But, again, you're learning a lot in the run right now as we see a little zone defense coming out in the second half here for Lower Dauphin.
This could be interesting because Michael can shoot it up from 3.
Let's see how they attack here. And there you go. Nice little call to start the second half with the alley-oop, but not going to happen for Jaden Green. Trying to get his team kind of juiced up there a little bit with a big play to start the second half. Lower Dauphin with the basketball.
Kids like to play for a coach who'll do something like that. When you're down, there's something to pick them up.
Yeah, just trying to find a little momentum here for your team. There you get the three look off the set piece. Rebound taken down there by Dallastown rather. Dallastown with the basketball. Here's TJ Smith. And dishing off.
And you notice they're back man-to-man.
Jaden Green down the lane, but you're going to get called here for, again, that walk. And that's been a problem for him the last couple nights, is shuffling the feet.
Well, you know, that's an interesting move because in college and the pros, they often get away with that.
Problem is, you're not playing in the college and pros here. But watch the move. See what. One.
In college, I think you get away with that.
I'm not too sure. In high school, maybe you shouldn't have gotten away with it too. I think he probably did not walk that time as he gets called for the foul on the other end as Jaden Green. His brother was Kobe Green last year, who played for this team and graduated. Outstanding player for this club. A little frustration. And they're trying to hold his position defensively. So two tough calls there against Green, one offensively and one defensively. Now you get another look, top of the key, won't go this time.
That was Josh Gardner, I believe.
On the court we come, dump it off inside. Green, good job of holding the patience and then gets it up and in. Jaden Green, but a good job of getting the ball to him by Dylan Lease that time. Green with 4 points tonight. Here comes Michael Dixon on the way back. Will have it fouled as he gets back down the court quickly. So Dallastown coming out with a little jump here in the second half.
Yeah, they're playing pretty good defense and pushing the ball a little bit. What I expected to see a little bit more out of them in the first half.
Braden Landis, we haven't called his number yet tonight, number 13 here. Landis, a 6'2" junior, called for the foul here. And the shot up and good by Dixon, who continues to be the bright light here for Dallastown. He has 11 points.
And remember, Dixon's a junior, so he's got another year.
70-point average of the season for the free throw line. It shows you why right there with that stroke. He's now got a dozen in the game. Dallastown coming out here with a nice press, man-to-man. Gardner will check that Landis rather will beat that down. And Dallastown getting very, very aggressive here defensively the second half and forced another turnover, all this time off Gibbs.
Number 23, Dylan Lease, with some pretty good defense, way to move his feet for the big guy.
One of the things you can be sure about the Wildcats is there's no quitting these guys. I mean, they Mike Grassel's teams over the years have always played very tough, very hard.
And Gary, you asked me what he's going to be looking for. That's what he's going to be looking for, the kids that won't quit.
Like the move there by TJ Smith. Not able to finalize that time, but I like the fact that you look at the score down the lane. Make that Gardner back in there. Hofstad, across the baseline. Long three, corner, not going to go down. That one from Landis. Comes Green. Green, nice spin move. And you get the three look, and that just is not going at all. As you saw Dylan Lease pull it up that time. So Dallastown continues to press full court, really trying to extend the defense here, force Lower Dauphin in some stakes.
Well, we played nearly 3 minutes. It's 2-0 Dallastown in this half.
The defense has really picked up here, man-to-man. I think that's what that's what you have to say too. If you're Mike Grassel, hey, our efforts got to continue. We've got a lot of big games coming up yet. As up and in goes Josh Gardner, sneaking his way through, and he's got 10 points in the game.
He knows how to get to the basket.
He and Fortney move very similar. The two guards there.
And they might be brothers.
Not sure about that one. There's Dixon.
Nice
spin move. And Dixon with a nice spin move to get in for his 14th points of the night. And Dallastown down by 22-49, but right down the lane they come. An easy bucket by Gibbs as he just cruised down the lane. He's got 12 points on the evening.
He likes to run the court.
Well, don't you love a big man who just runs without the basketball? There's Dixon again, and Dixon is feeling it right now. As he pulls up in the lane again. He's got 6 points this half already, 16 points in the game, and a timeout on the floor, 4:11 to go in the third quarter, 51-24. Lower Dauphin leads it on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 4 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stadler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Genesis of York, and Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover. The Giambavo family dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale. Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 4 great locations. Online at giambavo.com.
And welcome back to High School Sports Live TV. 4:11 to go in the third quarter. Gary Sutton, Jeff Thompson with you. And Lower Dauphin leading it handily, 51-24. But Dallastown winning the quarter here as they come out. And there you saw Dixon with another good move. Little spin move in the lane. He's got 16 points tonight. And I'll tell you what, Dallastown is playing some hard man-to-man this quarter, Jeff Thompson.
And they're picking it up. Coach probably said at halftime, we're going to pick them up and play some D.
Your defense always travels well, they say, and that's what you got to bring to the dance here.
He might have seen the last of his zone for the year.
That's plenty of shot. The matchup zone has taken away those nice-looking creases they had in the first half. You see Hassas. You know, the thing about Hassas that you really like, Jeff, and talk about this a bit, is how smooth he is. I mean, he really doesn't rush anything, does he?
No, it's like he's on cruise control. He's quick, intelligent, can shoot, but he's really contained and knows what he's doing with the ball.
Ryan Snyder into the game now, first time night, 6'4", senior for Dallastown, wearing 0. Also there is Kane Bowers. Up the lane it goes, not going to go this time. Dixon pulls up again, he's got a hot hand, misses this one.
How did he get to that ball?
Green.
Beautiful pass by Hofstad.
Yeah, Hofstad with good pass, and again, it's Gibbs rolling down the lane again. So Gibbs, 2 more points. And Gibbs with 14 in the game. Here's Jordan. Jadon Green down the lane, and good move by Green, but cannot finalize. And again, quickly out in the break. Pass behind the back by Gardner, and then finishing off on the other side. That's just going to be Gardner finishing off on the other side. Long pass, will not, or long shot will not go. Dixon up, that's not going to go either. Dallastown with another offensive rebound, and then the foul push from behind will be on Dallastown, or on Lower Dauphin rather.
I'm impressed right now with Dallastown. They've really come off the deck. They were on the deck and they're fighting hard right now.
So here you have Dixon inbounding the ball here for Dallastown. He'll get it from the corner. Gets the 3 look. Misses the 3. Rebound by Lower Dauphin, and they have been running off that. This time they're going to come down and take care of the possession. Courtney with the basketball here. Penetration is that big guy Gibbs in the corner. Gibbs trying to make a move down the lane. Not going to go. It's good passing the basketball, flattening out that defense, and then coming right off the screen. And unfortunately, the easiest pass, they couldn't make that time, and Dallastown gets it back on the turnover. And there's a nice 3. It's into the game here. Comes 0, and he says, I'm going from 0 to 3 in a hurry. Jeff Thompson, Ryan Snyder found it. Really impressed, Jeff, with Lower Dauphin, the way they're moving the basketball here tonight. Getting these kinds of shots.
And getting those shots all night, too.
Yeah, and even when they don't go, I mean, you're getting the shot in rhythm, as you saw Colton Waters with a good look. Foul's going to be called on Gibbs. So for Gibbs, that's going to be his 2nd foul of the evening. 59 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Dallastown with the basketball down 55-27. Here's TJ Smith looking to make something happen here for the Wildcats. Going to get Green posted up. They had a little 2-man game. Might have been a little early on the pass. Courtney comes out. Back inside it goes. Reverse up. Nice job getting in for the easy 2 points that time. Off the hands of Braden Landis, his first deuce of the night.
And a beautiful pass by Zach Bixler.
Taken away. Long they go, but again, it's going to be another charge, this time on DJ Smith as he went up in the air and had nowhere to come down. It was good.
Lower Dauphin does a nice job of taking the charge, too.
And that's going to be the end of the quarter. It is 57-27, a 30-point lead for Lower Dauphin as we head to the fourth quarter, all here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Erie Insurance.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor, featuring Case Construction, paves the way for your project from start to finish. With 6 locations, Groff Tractor is always nearby your equipment needs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
The Jet Giambavo family of dealerships. 9 great franchises in 4 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stadler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, Genesis of York, and Giambavo Hyundai of Hanover. The Giambavo family dealerships. Over 30 million in new and pre-owned inventory. With a reputation for quality service after the sale. Giambavo is proud to serve your community. Find out why. The Jack Giambavo family of dealerships. 4 great locations. Online at giambavo.com.
Jaden Green getting some points for Dallastown to start this quarter. So Green in the book again here now for 6 points tonight.
That was a pretty nice flush, Gary, wasn't it?
Very nice, getting down the court and putting it away. So here's Lower Dauphin back into that passing game. It's been so good tonight, and then the penetration so many times. Courtney with the basketball up the lane shows you a different hand coming in. The left hand not going to go this time, but here's Dallastown coming back trying to get a little something going as Dixon lines it up. Missing the 3. Lower Dauphin with it, gets double teamed on the baseline. The foul's going to be called this time against Jaden Green. And here it was, Jaden Green, as we came out of the timeout, and you saw Jaden Green with a 2-hand flush it. Probably the most exciting move of the night so far.
He's got some fresh faces in this game right now, Gary.
All 10 points in this half right now for Lower Dauphin have been in the paint. No 3 so far. As steal for Dallastown, and again, getting it out ahead, and Jaden Green off the pass from Dixon in for 2 more. So Green now with 8 points. Timeout on the floor, and it's 57-31. Lower Dauphin leads it. And right now, Team Pennsylvania AAU basketball is centrally located in the Harrisburg area, home of our state capital. Team Pennsylvania AAU is the largest, most successful AAU program in central Pennsylvania. While 2020 was certainly a challenge, Team Pennsylvania remained committed to helping its top showcase players land college scholarships. They've once again shown they are the premier program for anyone looking to compete at the next level. This upcoming February, they'll be holding their 2021 Spring AAU tryouts. Team Pennsylvania is a program you can count on, so register today at www.teampahoops.com or call 717-657-2620 for an opportunity to compete at the highest level in 2021. Back here at Lower Dauphin High School. Lower Dauphin with the basketball right now, and 46-point lead. And what another good pass in the lane. That coming from Charlie Fortney inside to Gibbs, or was that Gardner rather, inside to Gibbs for the easy 2.
Beautiful dish by Josh.
6 points here in the second half. He's now got 16 in the game. Now comes Lower Dauphin running again, and down the lane it goes. And Colton Waters up for 2 with the left hand.
Colton's finished a couple this half.
Colton Waters now with 4 points in the game. Here's Dixon on the baseline. Dixon finds a way to slither his way through, and he's certainly not hurt himself tonight. He's got 8 points in the second half and 18 points on the evening. Another steal. Another job getting back to the other end, and DJ Smith in there for 2 more. So all of a sudden, Dallastown with a little life right now as DJ Smith with 3 on the night and a timeout on the floor, and they've closed back to within 26. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. 5:49 to go in this one. It's High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature Archie Smith. Fasten your seatbelt.
To become a top defensive player, you need proper lateral technique. The cone-to-cone lateral slide drill will help a player practice getting quicker. It's important to keep the feet wide while the player is in a sit-down position with the back upright. When sliding back and forth, avoid crossing the feet or bringing feet together. Big focus on short, choppier steps. The lateral cone drill is just one fundamental a player will learn in my class.
And there you see Riccativo right now. And you know, one thing that everybody worries about, Jeff Thompson, when you have a big lead, you don't want to get into something like garbage time and get sloppy. You don't want bad habits creeping in there, do you?
No, you sure don't. And Dallastown's taking advantage of that. I can see how they've won 4 ball games just by that break that they've been doing. Really playing
They've done a
well.
great job here of really getting it up court and a little bit tougher defense. We've seen it the whole half so far. So here comes Lower Dauphin. Let's see what Riccativo had him doing during the break. I imagine saying, make the easy pass. Let's start getting back to where we were in that good rhythm. Up they go. Not going to happen. And there's Gibbs with the rebound. That's not going to happen either. And Dallastown fighting like crazy right now in that lane as Nate Ward comes down with the rebound.
I think they found something this half, don't you?
A little bit. I think and one of the things they found is they're just fighting hard right now and playing that hard defense. Jaden Green starting to get a little bit more involved. And look at this, going hard to the basket. As Jaden Green starting to get into a little bit of form right now. We said he averages 13 points a game. He had a tough night last night, but he's got 8 this half, 10 for the game.
And I feel he's playing much more relaxed in the second half.
I think so too. And you saw him right there. One dribble, great hard move to the basket, and finished it off as you saw there again a moment ago. You don't want your big guys handling the ball all that much. You want them using it kind of in an economical way, right?
Well, that's one thing Lower Dauphin does well. They get Gibbs under the basket, find him, and he finishes.
There you see Gardner back out front with the basketball. Good movement here, and I think Riccativo just wants to work it now and look for layups or really good shots out of rhythm.
And that was a nice defensive play by Michael Dixon.
Michael Dixon kind of jumped out there and hedged out very quickly. You can see Riccativo is a little frustrated as Charlie Fortney getting ready to come back in right now. So let's see if Dallastown continues their surge right here as Green, who's been looking to be more of an offensive force this half, really moving along pretty well. Good move along the baseline, and that is going to be nothing called there. A lot of banging for nothing called. And there's going to be a foul called this time against Egan Gramhold. Dallastown winning so far in the second half here, Jeff, 17-14.
17-14. Colton tried to take a charge there, and I think he bore the brunt of it.
There you see Charlie Fortney back into the game now for the Falcons. Charlie Fortney, a 5'10 sophomore. And Mike Grassel staying very up with his team. We talked about, work this game in stages right now.
You got to think Coach Ativo is trying to work his offense and get the passing game going.
Fortney with the basketball. What I like about a guard is learning how to know when to distribute and when to shoot it, when to be an offensive player, when to shoot the three, like that. A good stroke by Hofsass, not going to go. Quickly, though, out it comes to Dixon. Dixon's going to go one-on-one. And Dixon up and in, and Dixon has really played an outstanding game here, especially in the second half. As he's got 10 more in the second half to go along with 10 in the first. He got 20 in the game.
I like the way he gathers off the hop.
Yeah, it really does. It gets those headlights up right away. There's a nice move down the lane.
And he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar that time.
Yeah, Dixon getting the hand in there. He'll pick up the foul. Be his second foul tonight. And stepping into the line here will be Hofsass. So far the second half, Hofsass has really yet to score. So he's getting a couple free throws here. He's been there one time tonight and finished off a three-point play in the first half. For the season, 81% for the three-point line, for a free throw line, and misses here. You see a lot more bounce in Dallastown here in the second half. Really working hard without the basketball, coming off their screens well. Doing a lot of good stuff. Here's Green, looking to make his move. And trying to hit a man on the back door. Can't find his guy that time, who was Granholm, going down the lane. Courtney with a good look, won't pass that three up. Games played in stages, 2:08 left in this one. Don't forget our Giant Foods post-game report will be coming up. There's Hofsass, not going to go this time. Rebound picked off by Dylan Lease. And back the other end, and Lease trying to get the shot, or pick that Keegan Granholm, rather, trying to get the shot up. Here comes the Falcons. Foul's going to be called against Jadon Green. Boy, they have been so good at that all night long, Jeff Thompson, that transition game, just getting out and running and making Dallastown try to get back quickly.
And that was really the story of the first half. They couldn't stay with him.
Fifth foul against Jadon Green as he reached in there. So he'll be out of the game. Nate Ward back in there for him. Shot no good off the hands of Landis. And Lower Dauphin has it back. A good steal here by TJ Smith. TJ Smith going to be pushed from behind. Good call by the official with Smith getting down the court. And good sportsmanship there shown by Braden Landis helping him up. You can always tell a class program, can't you? Kids are helping each other here. You know, this is a tough time of year here with this whole COVID thing, and these kids are just showing class after class every night.
Well, they're in it together, that's for sure.
Here's DJ Smith. Smith trying to make the move inside it goes, and he's going to get called this time for the charge. Or is he going to get called? Yep, going to call for the charge. So DJ Smith trying to make some stuff happen. He's learning. It's going to be a good one.
A great future with that young man.
His fourth does make and you see Mike Grassel teaching him right now, Jeff. Don't you love to see that?
That's what it's all about on that sideline.
Yep. It's a frustration, but you know what? You're learning right now. That's a big part of this game this season. Now if you're Lower Dauphin, you don't need any more shots. Going to look to pass it, maybe keep it alive here, run the clock out, 26 seconds to go. And we're going to call Charlie Fortney here for a walk, and Charlie, he's got that look of wonderment on his face. Wasn't quite sure. Hey, I'll learn by that. We'll be better next time, Dan, right? 15 seconds to go here in this game. Fortney certainly played an outstanding game tonight, especially in the first half when they ran out that big lead. As Dixon throws a long one up. Dixon will follow up again. Another shot, not going to go. Dixon with 20 points tonight. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and that is going to be it. 61-39. Lower Dauphin with the win here tonight in the interleague matchup over the Dallastown Wildcats. We'll be right back with our Giant Foods post-game report, our Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game, and our Hoffman Ford player of the game. Right after this, this is High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Produce is a staple here in our house. Across the board, everybody loves it.
They enjoy cucumbers, bell peppers,
Strawberries and blueberries. And at Giant, the quality and variety is amazing.
Yeah, it's always fresh.
The kids will go for the fresh stuff every single time because they appreciate nature and what she provides.
They didn't wait for someone else to change the world, and we're not waiting for the world to change education. CCA, pioneers in online education since 2003. Enroll today.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
Erie Insurance. Hoffman Ford wants to trade keys with you. That's right. Give us the keys to your current vehicle, and we'll get you into a brand new Ford with great offers, like up to $13,500 off MSRP on a new Ford F-150 XLT 4x4, or 1.9% financing up to 60 months, plus $9,000 off MSRP. And get top dollar for all trades, no matter what it is. Let's trade keys at Hoffman Ford.
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And welcome back to our Giant Foods post-game report here on High School Sports Live TV. And as you see the scoreboard, it still rings 61-39. Lower Dauphin with a convincing win here tonight. And Gary Sutton with you, and also the coach here, Jeff Thompson. And Jeff, your thoughts about this one tonight? It was really over in the first half, but you know, the second half, Dallastown won it 21-14. You talked about winning little victories. You could say, hey, we walked out here tonight. We played hard the second half. We never quit. We won a little victory there, but the big victory tonight goes to Lower Dauphin, who looked really solid in the first half.
Lower Dauphin came out of the gate, and there was no comeback tonight for Dallastown. They played hard. They were game in the second half, but they just dug themselves a hole that they couldn't creep out of.
You know, you talk about Dallastown tonight, 20 points again from Michael Dixon, another outstanding inning for him, and he looked really good tonight. You got Jaden Green involved a little bit more in the second half, who got 10 points tonight, and really looked very solid. Dallastown's got some better days ahead of them here in the last two nights. They've had a tough time. For Lower Dauphin tonight, the word seems to be balanced, Jeff. I mean, you talk about four kids. Gardner with 10 points tonight. You had Charlie Fortney off the bench here in the first half with 9 points in the middle of that run. You had Caleb Gibbs chipping in tonight with 14 points, right on his average. And then you had Tyler Hassas with 13 points tonight. And then a whole lot of other kids that seemed to be able to get in there and chip in whenever they needed to. So balance was the name of the game tonight, and shooting-wise, when they really needed to do it in the first half, I thought Lower Dauphin looked really good.
Well, if Lower Dauphin can put two halves like that together in a game, I don't see a lot of teams beating them unless they have some weapon that Lower Dauphin can't stop, because they really look good together. And as you said, that's a four-headed monster right there, and they were all good.
What I liked tonight too, Jeff, I wanted you to comment on this, was the rhythm of their offense. I mean, it was really smooth in the first half. They got the shots they wanted. Even the ones they missed were good shots off set pieces, and they had good motion, good penetration. They kicked it out, good ball faking, got inside. I mean, they ran the floor well in transition. I can't think of a real bad thing they did in the first half.
Well, as a coach, which we both were, it's fun to see kids pass the ball and pass with that kind of form and square up and do all the things right, and that's what they did in the first half.
Yeah, looking for the fundamental things all the time. Let's take a look at our Capital Region Insurance Agency play of the game tonight. Probably have a couple that we could have chosen from this evening, but let's see what Chad Edwards and the Avica crew chose for us here tonight. And here you go. How about that? A little behind-the-back pass from Gardner, and then the finish down line. Look at this. Behind-the-back bounce pass, and then the nice finish by Colton Waters. Little fancy Dan there, but it led to an easy bucket, right? I always used to have a rule in that behind-the-back pass, Jeff. It would be, you can make the pass as long as one of our guys catches it. The moment another guy catches it, you'll be sitting with me. Your thoughts on that one?
Exactly, and I don't know any coach that didn't have that rule for the last 50 years.
Man, I'll tell you what, you could have chosen a lot of players tonight for a Hoffman Ford player of the game because of the balance. We talked about Gardner and Fortney and Gibbs out there. But I thought the guy tonight in the first half that really showed a lot of class was the guy who makes it go, Tyson Hofsass. He had 13 points in the game tonight, and all of them came pretty much here in the first half. Take a look at this guy.
He really came out of the gate. He came out of the gate storming.
Just take a look. Switch it of hands. He hits the outside shot. And we said he plays under control. He's within himself all night long. So there you have Tyson Hofsass, our Hoffman Ford player of the game. Thanks to the great crew tonight from Invicta. They did a wonderful job. Thank you to Charlie Fortney tonight, who's kind of the founder of our feast here and does a great job out there getting us ready to go. Taylor Dippery, who got all the stats and things together before the game. Jim Gallagher, our statistician. Thank you, Jim, for all the good numbers tonight. And, of course, Jeff Thompson, the coach, who gave us such good insights all night long. I'm Gary Sutton. And don't forget our next broadcast coming up on February the 9th at 7:30 as we head back up to the Mid-Penn. It's Cedar Cliff having a great season, undefeated so far, and Mechanicsburg, the team that knocked off this Lower Dauphin team. That should be a great matchup. We're looking forward to bringing that to you on High School Sports Live TV. To Chad Edwards and the whole Invicta crew tonight, thanks for all the great pictures. And again, 61-39, your final score. Lower Dauphin wins it over Dallastown. Thanks for joining us tonight, and thanks for watching. It's High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.3.
We're here at OSS Health with another live interview with Dr. Abby Kelly. She has a special program she developed here at OSS Health. It's unique to South Central Pennsylvania and beyond. She's going to talk about it. It's a female-focused program.
So I developed the program specifically for female athletes, and the goal is to treat them as a whole. So not only prevent, treat, or manage their orthopedic injuries, but also treat their medical conditions, any psychological conditions that they're suffering from, or nutritional deficiencies. So it's those types of things that are also really important for the female athlete to excel in sport.
I want to ask you this. High school student athletes, there's a lot of females watching, a lot of girls athletes out there watching High School Sports Live. We hope so. Out of the menu you listed, what is the common reason why these female athletes at the high school level maybe need to come to this program? What are you seeing?
I think one of the number one things definitely is injury prevention. There are some orthopedic injuries that are really common among the female athletes. So we have athletic trainers that are heavily involved in injury prevention and some different types of programs that the female athlete can participate in. We also have a strength and conditioning coaches on a referral basis that I can recommend for female athletes. One of the other big components of the program is nutrition. So oftentimes these athletes are not actually eating enough calories to account for what they're expending without knowing it. So really, the program is to provide education, sometimes just simply some education on sports nutrition, sports psychology, like performance anxiety, those types of things, and also prevention of injury.
Having 3 daughters of my own, this is a great program. My big question is, how can a mom or a dad or a coach recommend their daughter and refer their daughter to your program? How can they get in this program?
Yeah, so it's very easy to get plugged in with me here at OSS Health. I see patients in the Powder Mill location in York and also in the Mechanicsburg location. Our website has services listed, and under services is the female athlete program, so you can schedule an appointment with me through our website, or you can call our main number at 717-848-4800 and get scheduled with me in one of the 2 offices that I see patients in.
Dr. Abby Kelly, the focus on female athletes, this is unique. Not only is this program unique, but OSS Health Orthopedic Center in Mechanicsburg is one of the only, if not the only in South Central Pennsylvania, walk-up orthopedic care centers. Take advantage of it. You can go to their website at osshealth.com.